Welcome back to Kentucky Sports Television here in Lexington at Camp 1 at Lexington Christian Academy. Joined now by a special guest, Darius Miller, former Wildcat, current New Orleans Pelican, I guess, formerly the Hornets. Darius, what's it like being back here in Kentucky and working out with these kids?
It's a lot of fun. Just seeing people that I'm familiar with, seeing old friends and stuff, and just getting a chance to communicate and talk with the kids. So I'm having a fun time. I'm enjoying it.
Did you have, when you were younger, an experience, like a player you wanted to work out with? DeMarcus said he wanted to meet Shaq. It would have been cool. John said Allen Iverson. Who's the guy when you were a kid you wanted to work out with?
Jordan.
Jordan.
Of course, of course. The best ever.
Do you get caught up, like in the NBA, the players talk about the Jordan, LeBron, Kobe? Is that like players talk about that, or are those your peers? You don't really get into that whole thing?
I mean, people talk about it. I don't really talk about it a lot. In my opinion, I think Jordan's the best ever, but I mean, there's different players. You obviously have to respect LeBron for what he does. You have to respect Kobe. Those are two of the greatest ever, too, in my eyes. So, I mean, but I never get into comparing the two.
When you look back at your rookie year, what are kind of the big things that jump out at you and kind of your takeaway from your first season in the NBA?
Probably how long the season was. That was kind of shocking to me. I knew it was going to be long, but it's kind of different when you actually experience it. It's a long season, and everything really, it's just totally different. You're on your own. You got bills and stuff like that now, so it's crazy.
We talked a little bit earlier in the show. The academic rating came out for Kentucky in the basketball. Being there with Cal, and he gets a lot of people give him a hard time about the one and done and things like that. What's the emphasis that they put on academics there, and what's the message of why that's important for you guys that are in the NBA?
The academics is huge. It's huge. We all go to class. No matter what people say, we all do our work and go to class, and we all take care of business. I mean, even though they do that one and done, they come back in the summers, they get their degree and stuff like that. So, I mean, we really have a big emphasis on academics.
Well, what's your relationship like with Anthony Davis? Because we talked Terrence Jones. Something happened down there. Terrence Jones said he was neighbors with Patrick Patterson, and he helped him. You guys being there together, what was that relationship like on and off the court?
It's big for me. I think it is for him too. Just having somebody to experience this whole thing with, and coming into something new, and as big as it is, having like a close friend that right there with you going through the same things, it really helps out a lot.
And you get ready next year for your second season. What are the things you want to improve on in your game, or kind of change prepare yourself for a long season?
Everything really. I've been trying to do a better job of taking care of my body because, like I said, it's such a long season. Just eating right and stuff like that. And then as far as on the court, just everything. You got to become better at everything that you do. You can never stop getting better. So.
Do you remember, the draft's coming up, Nerlens Noel, Archie Goodwin getting ready for that draft? What was, the draft experience for you leading up to it and getting drafted? What are the memories of that you have?
I had fun with it, but at the same time, it's nerve-wracking, really. I was nervous pretty much the whole time, but I know I was blessed with a great opportunity, so I'm happy to be where I am.
Did you have a feeling going into it, like what teams, where spots you might land, or was it you just kind of hoping somebody that you'd impress somebody?
For me, I didn't have a clue. I didn't know. Me and my agent would talk about it, and we might have a few teams that said they were interested, but you never know. That's not a guarantee. So, it was, like I said, it was nerve-wracking.
When you look to this year's team of the freshmen, we talked with John yesterday about freshmen being leaders, and he said that he kind of went around to everybody and said, "Are you cool with me?" Kind of assuming and kind of doing that. As these freshmen come into a veteran team, how can they become leaders? What does the message need to be to those older players that they want to step up and kind of be a leader on that team?
Really, just do it by example. I think that would be the best thing at the beginning anyways. Just coming in showing that you're ready to work hard and you really want to win. And I think once the older guys see that, they'll be right on top with it. And then I think that's kind of what helped us out when Anthony and Mike and all them came in. They came in, worked really hard, and everybody was on the same page. So that was good for everybody.
Coming up in a couple weeks, you have the Mr. Basketball Skills Camp in Maysville with Chris Lofton. Can you tell people kind of what they'll get out of this camp, the things you want to teach the kids out there?
Honestly, we just want to make sure everybody's having fun. Of course, we're going to try to teach them some stuff as far as basketball goes, but we just want to interact with everybody, see some familiar faces, and have fun.
All right, Darius, thank you very much. Best of luck, man, next season.